Welcome back, everybody. In this video we're going to be checking out the DIY night vision monitor that you can attach to any of your scopes on any of your rifles. And it's a little 5-inch screen that shows you night vision through your IR light, and you can also see normal daylight through it as well when it's not night. So we're going to go ahead and unbox this, check out what's in here, and then we're going to go ahead and mount it to my 17 HMR. I've read a bunch of reviews on this product, and there's a lot of really mixed reviews, and it seems to be that a lot of people just don't understand how the product works from what I can read on the reviews. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop this out of here for the first time, and we're going to get everything laid out, and then we're going to attach it all to the 17 HMR and see how it actually performs in daylight and in dark. Let's get to it. Comes with your product manual right here. And then it comes in 2 boxes inside a big box. Okay, let's see what's in this first box right here. Okay, in this box we got camouflage roll of tape. We got your IR mount right there. And this is, that looks like your actual camera that goes in the end of your scope. That's what relays back to the monitor. And then this is your actual monitor itself right here. Go ahead and pull this off. Your on-off switch. This is where the batteries go in. You need 3 batteries. 2 for the monitor and 1 for the IR light, as far as I can see on here. And the batteries are 18650 3.7 volt batteries, so you'll have to get those separate. They don't come with the actual box. Okay, now this is where I think people get kind of confused when it comes to mounting them. These don't all go on the same mount, so to speak. You have to figure out what size scope you have and what size ring you need for your in particular scope, and that's where a lot of people go wrong trying to set this up, I think. Right here's your IR light. That will mount on the scope right there. And then this is your mount for your screen. That mounts to your scope, and then the screen actually mounts to this, like that. I'll show you in detail once we get everything set up here. These are 2 different types of things you can use on the end of your scope, whichever one works the best for you, really. So let's go ahead and get rid of this extra stuff and get this scope set up with this system here. Okay, so these are all the components that come in the box right here, and for this mount that goes on the back side of your scope to mount your screen to, I had a different one that was just like it, so I already used that one, and this tape here works good that if there's still a little play around that, just take and cut this tape and wrap a little bit around your scope so it's nice and snug so that fits on there close. I'll show you what I did with my scope here right now, and then we'll get things set up. Okay, so This is where I put that first screen mount right here. I put a little of that tape that came in the pack and wrapped it right around my scope here. So that way there's a snug fit when I tighten that mount up. And then the screen is going to connect right there. So we'll do that next. So you're going to take your screen. That's going to go right here. That noise is my dog breathing in the background. As you can see, I just mounted that screen right here to that bracket on the back side of the scope, but I can still adjust my focus. It's not too close to the focus that I can't adjust it. So now we're gonna go ahead and mount the actual okay, so now we're going to take this and you unscrew the end. This was screwed on like that. You unscrew it all the way and then put that over your scope like that. And then for these, you got to kind of just feel them out and see which one will fit the best. We'll try this one first. Yeah, that's too big. So then we'll try this one. And that one's the right size. Put that on just like that, and then you take this piece. Once you get it lined up right, you just start twisting them on. And once it tightens up, should tighten right up for you. Okay, that's pretty tight right there. And then you can adjust this back to wherever you want that opening at. And then you take your actual camera piece, and then you see there's a slot right here for that little Allen screw. That fits right in there like that. And then you take your Allen wrench and tighten it up. Just like that. And then you take your batteries. And then you take your 3 batteries, which I had pre-charged already. One of them is going to go in your IR light. Just like that. Obviously you're not going to see anything when you turn it on because it's IR. And then 2 batteries are going to go right on the back side of your screen here. Just like that. And pop this back on. Just like that. Okay, now it's the moment of truth here. You hook this wire up from your camera lens to your monitor here. Hook that up. Now you turn it on. We got power. And we'll go ahead and focus it on the crosshairs so we can see. Now we have to adjust the crosshairs so they're right inside there. You might have to do some finagling with this thing at this point to get your crosshairs right where you want them. Okay, once you get your crosshairs right in the middle, you stick your finger right in this little hole right here, and then you can adjust the focus of the lens. right there, the crosshairs are pretty focused. And right now it's on IR, so we'll flip it to we'll have to point it outside to see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to try to show you as well as I can how to focus this. So right now it's awfully blurry and you can't really see anything. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on these this menu bar in the back. Let me disconnect the camera from here and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So right here on the back of the screen you have menu. When you press that, you come over here and it shows you your brightness. So then you go more or less brightness. I want less. So we're going to take it right down. And then if you press menu twice, you get contrast. And we're going to take the contrast down a little bit as well. Okay. So I kind of like the color of it now. Let me get it back on here and show you exactly how we're going to focus it. So you go to the side of the scope now, and just like that, your scope is pretty much focused right on the money now. Here, let's point it at something that you guys can really be able to see. See, there's a fence. And now it's nice and focused. And I'll show you right at the back of here is where you turn to IR. So I just turned to IR and now it's on IR. So you'll still be able to see that in the dark. Right here is that button. Now it's back on daylight. Now it's back on IR. Just like that. So let's shoot it and see how it does. I forgot, I was going to show you how to mount the IR as well. So it comes with this mount right here. And then this goes right inside of here. Actually, I would take this thing right off. And tighten that right up. And then that'll brighten your IR at night right there. Just like that. Okay, so there's the final setup right here. These are all, this is what I have left from the box. I have these different mounting tools that I don't need. And then this is an alternative for this right here, but I don't want to scratch my scope up bad with these Allen screws. That's how you would tighten it in there. So I didn't even try this, but I'm sure it'd work. This thing seems to be working fine, and I would certainly recommend using a low caliber rifle for this setup. Obviously, if you're going to shoot a high caliber something, this isn't going to work because of the recoil would throw everything off. But if you're shooting a 17 HMR like this one, or a 22 mag or a 22, I think this setup will be awesome for you. So let's shoot it and see how it does.